What's up, everybody? I got my Kylo Ren shirt on, which can only mean one thing. We're tackling the first Star Wars spin-off movie, Rogue One, a Star Wars story, here on The Will West Show.
Knock, knock, open up the door.
It's Will! So, Rogue One is the first standalone Star Wars movie that isn't like an episode or a saga thing or anything that follows the Skywalkers. This follows the band of rebels who actually steal the Death Star plans, and this movie actually fits in pretty nicely right next to Star Wars A New Hope. And I gotta say, this movie kicked a lot of ass, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna turn the fanboy goggles off just a little bit, but this movie was actually a lot more than I expected. I'm not gonna lie, these spin-offs and standalones kind of worried me, because they announced this, which I was like, that sounds like an okay idea. Han Solo, Yoda, Boba Fett, Obi-Wan Kenobi. There's a bunch of good ideas in there, but some of them I'm going like, I don't want to know about Yoda too much. Like, it's good not to know about Yoda because he's more mysterious that way. But the rebels who steal the Death Star plans, I kind of want to know how they got them or what the deal is with those. And they do a lot of good stuff here. Jyn Erso, played by Felicity Jones, is an awesome character. I guess a lot of people are bitching that maybe the reshoots maybe messed up her story arc or just the arc between her and her dad, but with what we got, she's completely snarky, she's a great leader of this group, and she actually has like an emotional investment in this. Like initially she gets into this plan because her father is still like a prisoner of the Empire, and he's being forced to build the Death Star, and it actually fixes like a little bit of a plot hole, an actual literal plot hole, the thermal exhaust point. Apparently Galen Erso, this is only a slight spoiler, because there's plenty of spoilers in this, guys, actually made the thermal exhaust port so the rebels could blow it up. And like that actually makes a lot of sense. It actually makes that like more compelling, because that was like an ongoing joke for about 30-40 years, going like, oh, who the fuck invented this thing? Who the hell did this? Like, this is insane. Like, who would put a hole in there if they could blow it up? And now it's purposely there. Like, that's actually kind of a brilliant idea. I also get to meet Cassian Andor. He's actually a pretty decent character. I'll tackle him more in spoilers, but he's actually kind of like the killer. He's kind of like the marksman of the group. Airway is another standout in the movie. He's the blind guy played by Donnie Yen, and he's so good. A lot of people think he was going to be a Jedi, which I don't know where they got this impression. Just because he kicks a lot of ass, because he's blind, doesn't mean he's a Jedi. Maybe he's Daredevil, because, you know, Disney owns him. There's my theory. Donnie Yen's Daredevil. See, did you see how silly that sounded? Come on, guys, use your heads here. But Donnie Yen was awesome. He was a big standout. Not only was he funny, but he kicked a lot of ass. His buddy Baze, he kind of reminds me of Han Solo, just to a degree. We don't get to know him a whole lot, but him and Chirrut are both, like, they used to be guardians of something, and Baze apparently was the more faithful one, but then Chirrut, I guess after he went blind, or has been blind his whole life, they didn't really touch on that, became more faithful in the will of the Force, and I'm going like, huh, that's kind of funny, like a little role reversal. Another great standout here. I didn't know what to expect of this guy, but K2SO, the freaking droid, was probably the standout character out of almost all of these rebels. He's voiced and like being mocapped by Alan Tudyk, which he's from Firefly. He's Wash, guys. He's also the robot from iRobot, funny enough. He was so funny. He had some of the greatest lines in the movie. Somehow, Lucasfilm and Disney somehow made the Suicide Squad better than Warner Brothers and DC did, because these guys are all are from different backgrounds, but they both have different specialities, and they're actually going like on a mission that could end up with their deaths or not. Like, it's crazy like how they did that. I'll tackle more stuff in the spoilers, but this is a pretty solid movie. I know I'm kind of being vague right now, but like everyone has a moment to shine, even Vader when he shows up, and there's a few other characters I didn't think were going to show up, and I just like jaw dropped. I'm like, what? They were able to do that? There's like some great starship battles too. I really want to tackle this in spoilers, so this is kind of just like a little cock tease for the spoiler video, guys. So I'm gonna give this movie a 4 out of 5. It's pretty solid. It's not perfect, but it's a good first step in the Star Wars standalone saga. So what do you guys think about Rogue One? Who's your favorite character? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, guys, when there's a will, there's a way, and may the Force be with you.